Hey everyone, this is smpratte, and today we're going to take a look at the Japanese exclusive fan club promo cards. These were only released in Japan between 1999 and 2001, towards the tail end of the golden era, which I usually date between 96 and 01. And I'm sure most viewers are aware of these three cards in the back, so not only are we going to talk about those, we're also going to take a look at the 5 exclusive special cards that were released during this campaign. So we'll start with the basics. What was the fan club? It was simply a club you can join in Japan in the late 90s and early 2000s and redeem points for prizes. And typically those increments would be like 10 to 20 points for battling someone in a tournament, showing up in an event. And the first prize tier was 100 points, and this was one of the cards you could redeem it for. So this is called a Tropical Present. It was released in 1999, I believe between January and June. And this art is exclusive to this card. And you can probably tell this one's a little bit bigger. So this is a postcard. I believe the dimensions are like 6x4. Here's a little comparison for a standard trading card. You can probably get a measurement with the hand next to it as well. So this isn't quite a jumbo, but it's somewhere in between the two. Nonetheless, I just absolutely love this artwork. It's like pure late 90s, early 2000s nostalgia. You got Snorlax just chilling, Pichu relaxing, Hoppip, I don't know, stealing a watermelon, doing something. This is also when you had Johto as like the new era. So this was like some of the first view or impressions you would get of these new Pokemon. So you also have this logo at the bottom. So that is the fan club logo, that colored logo you see right there. And then on the back, you have a couple other cool little things going on. You have Dr. Samjay's patented shark signature. So if you ever get on Yahoo Japan or you see this signature, you don't know what it is, it's Dr. Samjay. I'm probably butchering that like I usually do. And his signature is honestly more notable than what he's done. No, he's kind of an enigma. No one really knows what Dr. Samjay did, but he has a crazy cool signature. Also, this 10 right here, the rumor back in the day is this number represented what this card would be worth if you wanted to exchange it for more points. I don't know why you would exchange this beauty, but if you wanted to, you can get 10 additional points. At least that was the rumor back in the day. So there you go. That is the first tropical present. And what's cool is you kind of have a little theme going where they also did another card also named Tropical Present. And this one came out in July of 1999. And you probably noticed right away, this is the Southern Island artwork. Again, this was one of the early impressions of Meryl or Peekaboo. I remember actually seeing this at Toys R Us for the first time. I think my brother actually traded for this card. That's when Southern Island was only in Japanese. So here you go. You have, again, that classic 90s art. And same deal. You got the fan club logo. And then the back as well has that math. This one's even crazier. We got, it's like Dr. Samjay again down there. And then you have that 10 again, if for some reason you wanted to exchange it. And then the last tropical present was actually a E-series design, which you notice right away. And again, you have some of the similar Pokemon from earlier. We'll do a little side-by-side, do a little art appreciation. You got Snorlax there, still relaxing, probably in the same exact spot, hasn't even moved. Maybe lifted his head a bit to see the fireworks. Then you got Hoppip again. And then I think it's just Squirtle, Chikorita, and then Vulpix randomly thrown in there. I can't tell if this is clay or CGI. That's like back when CGI looked like clay. This was a big deal back in the early 2000s, but definitely an iconic artwork. And again, this is the only way you can get that art through this release, and we'll just show the rest of the card. Also, you can see right there, 2001 summer, and the others don't actually have that. Only this one has that. So pull up the other one real quick so you can compare it. See how the other, there's nothing really there in the corner, but this one, it lets you know this was the summer tropical present. And you also have the 10 down there at the bottom and Dr. Samjay's awesome shark signature. Now, these next two cards are New Century Present and New Year Present. So I believe this one is the New Century Present released in 2000, year 2000. And this one was for 200 points. So if you earn 200 points, you can get this guy right here. Crazy artwork. Is that Kazuki? Yes, it is. Please believe. So there you go. You got some trippy artwork. We got Togepi, Snorlax again, Celebi. Yes, that's how you pronounce it, like celebrity. And you can see right there, it says 200 in the Japanese, the only part that I can read. And then what's interesting about this, I don't know if this means you can redeem it for 200, or if it's telling you that's 200. You know, going back to this, online, at least it says 100 is what you had to redeem it for. So who knows what that is. Again, these were rumors back in the day that you could exchange these for more points. I guess if you could for 200, that would be a little bit more appealing. But again, just looks too nice. This isn't worth even $200 for me to get rid of. So there you go. That is the new Century present. And last but not least, this guy right here is the New Year present. This one is typically the most scarce out of the 5. So this, as you know, is Komiya, one of my favorite artists in the game. Just look at that art. Not only you got Gyarados doing, what is it, Dragon Rage, like a New Year Dragon Rage. You also have a friggin' Charizard in the card, Dragonite, like the light legendary as well, and Dratini, and then Seadra down at the bottom. Basically just all dragons. This is all dragons in this one. So yeah, this is definitely the scarcest out of them. At least I see this one the least out of all 5. Maybe you could, for some reason, this one, maybe it's because it was only out for a month or so, but this one definitely appears the least, and coincidentally is my favorite as well, so thanks for that, Pokemon. But the art is just beautiful, and it's probably the most challenging / pricey of the 5 to obtain. So there you go. Let's 4K that real quick so you can see all of Komiya's beauty, and then we'll show the back as well. You see that massive 200-point stamp with Dr. Sanjay. It'd be cool actually to get a little Dr. It'd be cool to do a dual auto. Komiya on the front, Dr. Sanjay on the back. Yeah, we can dream big like that. So there you go. Those are the 5 special cards, and then now we'll talk about the ones in the back that are definitely the poster child, I think, of fan club cards. These are the 3 people think of when you hear fan club. So first, I'm going to start with Evie. This was awarded at 500 points. So there's definitely a big gap. You know, you go from 100 to 200, and then 500 is the next tier. So this Evie was only released in Japan, and we're definitely going to 4K this art because it's just absolutely stunning. So you have the 3 evolution colors there in the background. I think it's just Evie with different colors, so like Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon. Just a nice hand-drawn design done by Aoki, not Steve Aoki. And we'll show the back as well. This one actually I need to send off to PSA, and that is all freaking dust. These things collect all the dust in the world. Maybe get a 9 on this. I see one little bit of whitening there. If you can look past all the dust, yeah, I think that'll probably be a solid PSA 9, pretty strong 9. So that is the Eevee card. Also here, let me try to zoom in on that. You see they got the little logo there, just a nice touch. Japan's always doing some experimental stuff like that. That's the same logo you saw on the back earlier, just a lot smaller because the real estate is smaller on the card. And then next up, you actually have a display here, so you can just read it rather than me telling you. This is the 600-point fan club Shining Magikarp. Now, this one needs a bit of explanation because for most people, they're like, wait, isn't this just the same as the Neo Revelation Shiny Carp? There's a subtle difference, and you probably already noticed it. So the standard Japanese Neo 3 or Neo Revelation, this is holographic, but on the fan club, you have that textured shining, just like you do with Neo Destiny. I believe this one's more preferred. It is for me, at least. I really like that cool textured aspect. I think it just hits more. And it'd be really nice if they did Gyarados as well. Big missed opportunity. Also, you don't have the triple star rarity. So in the Neo Rev Shining Magikarp, there's 3 stars there at the bottom next to 129. In this one, you don't have that. I should also mention, this is of course just anecdotal. This card is typically off-centered. You know, this one I think is slightly off-centered. That's probably what's holding it back. Yep, there you go. The front, you see the left, right. See how the right border is thicker than the left? That's pretty standard. That's par for the course for this card. So it is a tough grade, and in my experience, again, it's usually off-centered. Majority of them that I see, you can have perfect ones like this that are just simply off-centered. So there you go. That is the 600-point Shining Magikarp. And then last but not least, this guy's my personal favorite. We have the 700-point Porygon. This was the final prize that you could earn, and this one was done by Imakuni. Yes, Imakuni, for some reason, did some CGI Porygons. Go look up first edition base. It's not Kinabuchi. It's Imakuni. Even to this day, I'm still like, oh yeah, Kinabuchi did all the CGI. No. Imakuni did this one, and he also did base set. And I'm going to try to angle it there so you can see the background. So it's got the casino. Remember back in Red and Blue, you had to win him from the casino, and it's also red and blue color. I don't know if that was intentional for the games, but just a nice little layer, you know, for both red and blue, in case I haven't just spelled that out enough for everybody. So there you go. It has a nice little nod to the actual game. He was the highest prize, I believe. Was it Surreal? What city was that? It was that massive city in the middle. You can let me know in the comments. And you had to earn it through earning those coins in the game. So very similar. I love when Pokemon does that. They tie in, you know, lore from the game with the TCG, kind of like Masaki cards. But yeah, there you go. That is a Porygon. I remember back in the day when I started collecting again, I looked at this card. It was like $200 at the time. I was like, there's no way I'll be able to get it. you know, get that big Porygon card, and here we are. This one also probably needs to be sent into PSA. It looks even better than the Evie. So there you go. That is the final prize at 700 points, the fan club Porygon. So there it is, guys. That is the fan club release. I'll try to do a little cool guy fan out of these special cards so you can see them all one more time. So you had these 5 special cards right here, beautiful hand-drawn art, and then the 3 in the back. Again, 1999, 2001, Japanese exclusive, just another, in my opinion, S-tier group of Japanese promos that really just capture what the hobby's all about. So you know the deal. Let me know how you feel, and that's pretty much it, guys. Till next time.